Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Cebu, where we are on the verge of completing the Philippine Tiger achievement on hard mode. The only thing we need is the southern tip of India, and we have already won a war against Brahmanes before. They are not particularly scary. Unfortunately, what is scary is that they are allied to the Ming here. And we've fought the Ming before as well, and that war was painful. It was an unintentional war caused by our foolish idea of rivaling Ming, and well, they then supported the independence of Pegu here. I don't quite know how we're gonna get into Brahmanes yet without fighting Ming. So what I thought is that we could spend some time on fighting the Spanish instead, because they annoy me by having all these tiny islands. That should by all rights be mine. And they also have a lot of colonial holdings that I wouldn't mind taking over. So that's the plan, I guess. Declare war on the Spanish. And I think we're pretty prepared for that. If I were to go to declare war right now, well, I would have to fight Portugal and Bavaria. I don't really care about fighting Bavaria. Portugal, yeah. The only issue there is going to be ships, but we do have a decent navy of 71 heavies here. And, well, there's a bunch of carracks, unfortunately, in there, and galleons. How long would it take to upgrade these ships? I think it's just cost money and they have to be repaired again. So if I put them into a shipyard place, which this is not. There's a shipyard here in Costa, though, so let's put them to Costa. Hit that upgrade. I've never used this button because it's usually a waste of time, of money, because you can just sink your ships and then build new ones for the same price. However, this way we're gonna have big ships sooner, and for the war. And we have an aristocratic coup coming in, which we have to be mindful of. Military exit from Hungary. Okay. Why though? Soon they had war with the Spanish or something? Ottomans in Tunis, sure. Come on in. Fight those Ottomans if you want to. And we are going to have the issue of the Spanish over here, so I did build an army here. I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with these guys. I assume I'm just going to use my boats and land a gigantic army on each of those islands, where we don't even need a gigantic army, just a normal sized one. Let's repair those boats and then be ready to declare that war. I think that also means we want you to not be drilling. I guess we could just take the mercenaries, because they are have not been drilling. We have rebels, Cebu in particularists. What did I do? Increase authority. Oh no, they want to increase authority. But whatever did I do to the people in Bintan? Probably decreased autonomy there. What did I do to you, Bintanese? Just the clergy being unhappy and the decrease of autonomy. Can I make my clergy happy by giving them money? It looks like a yes. Very much so, yeah. Let's just pay them off. Get rid of those rebel issues. And the disaster, yeah, is still coming. That's alright. Now. There's really no sense to declare the war before I'm ready to land troops. Then, on the other hand, I don't think they have a lot of troops around on these islands anyway. So should be fine here. Do you have any forts? None fort here. I assume you don't have forts. Probably can just land and eat them all with my mercenaries. No fort here, and no fort here. And that's all the Spanish. Well, there's some Spanish holdings here, but also no fort. So we conquer all these islands, and then we deal with the New World. And if we have to, we're gonna ship some troops over to Spain. Question, do I need to defend Cebu in India? India? Did it say Cebu in India? Cebu in Delta, okay. You have to defend this. Probably not. I mean, it's gonna cost me some war score to not have it. But I guess that's acceptable. And if they want to walk here, maybe I should ship a full army here so we can fight the Spanish on our own grounds. That seems reasonable. Any good place to build a fort, or do I even have a fort? I do not have a fort. This is farmlands, and desert. Not really a good fort place available. I think I'm just gonna ship an army over there. What does an army look like at the moment? An army would be 32 wide at least, and then have a bunch of cannons. You are 32 wide and have a bunch of cannons. So you are actually an army. Really? I don't think I fixed it that way. I think it just happened that way. I wish I had 2 more cogs then to transport this 62,000. I guess I'm gonna leave 2 cannons here. It's not like, nah, I'm gonna leave 10 cannons here. If I find a way to do that. 20 cannons should be fine. Let's attach you to the boats. Let's get back into normal map mode. If I only send 52, I can keep 8 cogs here to do the transporting of my individual occupation ships. That makes sense. Okay, you are boarding the ships. You are my ships, so let's have you go here. Go to the Delta, be ready to fight off any Spanish incomers. Any incoming Spanish. Alliance are from Mevar, don't care. Looming disaster, I know. Just be careful. And tech could go way ahead of time in military tech. Don't really see why I would. What I can do, though, is... I could buy another general. But then... could go over my general limit here. Also, do I have any policies I might want to turn on? I actually have a colonial policy still turned on. It's okay. Any military. Land attrition reduction is nice. The rest... not really. Ship durability, I guess? No. I think I'm gonna take the Preparation Act here. Reduce land attrition. Make sure that we don't just die to attrition. My boat's here. How repaired are you? Getting close. Troops landing. Natives lose ferocity. Does not matter. Stand somewhere where we don't lose. Yep. And alliance offer? Don't care. Do not care in the slightest. Aristocratic coup. Buildings. Let's go. I think we can go here. Maybe we stop drilling, since we are going to declare war here. And might as well put 8 mercenaries on these boats. Kind of want these repaired first. Let's wait until these are repaired. How much are you repairing per month? 10%? Well, at 98% I think we can go. Don't want to marry Pegu again. Not what I meant to do. Do I want to marry you? How young are you? You are 53. Doesn't really seem like I want to marry you this way. Go away. I could ask you to marry me. And cost us 5. Yeah, it's fine. So, my boats are done? Yes. Okay, so get on board my mercenaries. Get out here. Protection, come out here. Merge you, get you to this place. Conversion. Convert more. Where's my conversion? There you are. These guys, sure. And declare war on the Spanish. Diplomacy, declare war. Yep. Yep, take Christmas Island, sure. They have some trade boats coming in, that's fine by me. I want... Is this the same? Okay, it's the same. And I cannot split here, right? No. So I land them all and then I split them once they're landed. That's fine. Maybe I should have put Tripura on Scutich so we don't take... we don't get stuff. We don't drag them into the war, so we can start integrating them if this war does take longer. But I mean, it's not the end of the world if we don't take Tripura at all, I guess. So that is acceptable. Killed another trade boat somewhere. Detach, kill. And You guys just hanging out here, that's fine. You guys are landing. I wonder if they're ever gonna fix that bug. Ooh, I'm actually found their army here. They have a better general and we have the negative. Come on, 1k, you might make the difference. Come on in. They did come in and we won barely. We probably lost more than we killed. Yeah, we did. It was actually a surprising amount of Spanish troops here. Let's see if I can chase them down, though. Mothballed forts. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna fix the aristocrats now, because I'm gonna forget during the war. You guys need to lose some land, unfortunately. How about... No, that's great aristocrat land. This isn't. Doesn't really change your influence either, so that doesn't really matter. We may actually have an issue here that we might cause. Yeah, we're definitely gonna cause noble rebels to spawn. We don't have troops around to fight them. This still puts them at above 40, so there are no rebels from this. But we're also not losing basically any influence. Now I probably need to take something big. Yeah, but see, even that... The first one I take away does not spawn noble rebels yet, but... It's also not going to decrease the influence by enough. Any of these I can take away without getting you below 40. Don't really see it. Do we have anything dropping off? In 42, 13th of November 42, so a bit over a year. We're gonna drop off the died health thing, so that's good. 42, we are at 88%, so we can't take over a year even if we go to 1, so we do have to fix this. This is really not a noble place. I'm gonna take this away. Give us a bit more of a timer, and then I'm gonna send one of my armies. Like... I don't know. These mercenaries and some cannons, sure. Walking over here so we can kill some noble rebels when we have to spawn them. Got control of you. Let's grab you from the port and go for the Christmas Islands. See what's happening over here. Chase, chase, chase. Ooh, another stack. Portuguese stack. Okay. Shift consolidate. Give us the best fight we can. We're not fighting great against these people. If that's a word you want to use for these guys. You guys are walking. You guys are not doing... Do you need the general to be unattritioned here? You do. You do. Could just split you in half. Send half of you here. And then once you've made it, move the general. Who are you? Parang Elok. To here for faster movement. Because we don't have all the time in the world. We have 10 more months until we need to revoke land from the nobles. Ooh, they got actually caught here, which is great for us. Keep shift consolidating. We have more troops and they have low morale. We should win that. The question is how many losses we're gonna take. Some random wars happening here. That's fine. What are you? Just some trade boats? You are supposed to attach and go for Christmas Islands. And here we're hopefully gonna crush. Let's see how this fight is going. Same morale. No, we have better morale. Same discipline. Slightly worse tactics. More cannons. Do they have the Spanish thing? I assume they have the Spanish thing, right? Oh, it's not the age for it, so it's fine. They do not get the Spanish bonus, so this should be... Still, we're taking a lot of damage. Huh. Ish. Now you're running again. Where are you running? To Chimshinhan, probably down here somewhere. Try to catch you again. See if we can't wipe them out. All of them. What are you? I mean, boats, that's clear, but... detach the transports. Can I not? I detach to you? I can detach you. Send you there, have my army land. And what's incoming here? I saw red blip. 21,000 new Spanish. And we're capped on military power too. That's fun. Could do strengthen government, but it's probably better to do some military development. Military development. Why can I never find the development button? There we go. You have Renaissance, innovativeness, blah, blah. You do not have the thing on. You have encourage development on, so I'm gonna do Pai Yang here. Pajang. How are you doing? 9 more months, okay. You are chasing. I would like the Cebuphonians to attach to my army, so I have a bit more meat to it. And where are you running? You're running not where I assumed you would be. You're going to Nootka, where I'm gonna catch you. Shift consolidate. Strong troops in the center, as always. If I remember. Crunch. And that wasn't even my heavies, that was just my trade fleet crunching there. It's fine then. Bring the heavies back to protect the transports. Fight the Spanish here. Probably not a stack wipe. It took too long. It's another non-stack wipe. It's gonna take forever. How about I leave a guy here to at least start reducing the land they can run to. And once I have that, don't attach to him though, just attach to these. Good. Once I have that, I should be fine. Castilian Brazil has a fleet here that we beat. Okay. How are my nobles spread around here? Down there. So you can go here for the revokage. There's a lot of troops over here. It's definitely right to build an army for this. Question is whether I built enough of an army. Kind of feels like that's a no. And we can always grab more mercenaries, of course, but we lost our admiral. That means we could hire another general, or we could actually hire an admiral. As long as they don't actually send real troops, real navies here, I don't really need an admiral, but once we do have to fight a real navy, we may be in a bit of trouble. Can I stack wipe you, please? No. No, killed twice our number, but did not stack wipe. So let's try to catch them again. And really, you guys should attach to me. Why are you not doing that? Occupation is good. Remember, kids, occupation is always good. No enemies here. I mean, I could ship some troops over, I guess. I could also... Do I have access? No. I do have access through the Mamluks. It's just Tunis, apparently, or Morocco. No, Tunis. Hey, Tun, how many diplorations do we have? Can we afford another... We can. Tunis, would you give me access? Thank you. I think I'm going to start walking my army over towards Spanish mainland. See if that does something. We might have issues with landings here, but I hope they're focused on my other holdings. So I can walk through Tunis, that's good. Then we also need Moroccan access. Okay. Now. Yep, it's good. They gave me access, that's nice. What's happening up here? It's a naval battle happening. We are catching those fleeing guys, but we might meet the other army there too. We did finally get a stack wipe though. You guys are trying to run into Salish here, which I don't love. But you thought better of it, and you should. Lose in innovativeness, gain 1 at the cost of 10 prestige and some unrest in Lampung area, or just get unrest in Lampung area. Where is Lampung? Here. You're the Lampung area. How's our unrest in this area? -9, -14, -4.5, so we would have a bit of unrest here because the nobles are unhappy. And of war exhaustion, and Banca is also fine. Tiny bit of unrest, which should probably be okay. Are we willing to pay 10 prestige for some innovativeness? And longer unrest timer? How much innovativeness do we have? 4.7. So very little. We get like 0.1 reduction to all power costs if we do this. Let's take it and hopefully be able to handle that unrest. And we could always go and take that province away from the nobles, which would then lead to them no longer having unrest. Now, this is annoying, obviously. So is this. We do have manpower, so the reason we're not reinforcing is mostly that we are not doing things correctly. We lost the battle of... No, we won the Battle of Patani, obviously. Now we get the next noble province. Where are you at? Down here. How much more do we need to remove? You would not be enough, but Siak would be enough. So if we go to Siak and remove that, we have avoided the coup, but we're also gonna have the coup super soon. So I should next month revoke that so we don't get the coup. Yeah. I like doing that next month. I just need to remember. Now, can I make you join me? Why are you not attaching? You guys, Cebufornia B, you are set to supportive. You're just not. You have 1 maneuver, I have 6 maneuvers, so we are not going to get the river crossing penalty here, so I'm just going to attack and hope that the Cebufornians are going to join me, and they are. But the enemy is also running. June. July is when we have to do this, okay. Still June. Try to catch them. In mountains? No. I hope this place isn't mountains. It's probably mountains, isn't it? It is July. Knowledge sharing from Ming to Korea. Doesn't really matter to me, but this disaster matters. So, we're not in Siak yet. When do you arrive? 9th of July. Okay, that's fine. 9. Now. Get rid of those nobles. Yes. Yeah. They're unhappy and they get crunched. Portuguese Navy. Hello. Where's my navy? I meant to attach you anyway. Try to crush these guys. If we can catch them. Probably can't. In that case, just run there and then I'm gonna split the transports off. Now, what's happening up here? I don't know where those Spanish are, and I kinda need to know that. I also have armies hanging around here, but this is fine now. Keep these as a backup. Nobles are handled. And I do have an army sitting here, right? Yeah, you're running through desert, taking attrition like a madman, because I can. Shouldn't, obviously. And the New World needs my attention. Let's go just start crushing these guys down here. And I'm sure the Spanish are going to show up again. It was the Spanish, right? Or was it the Portuguese? One of those. Just get out of my subjects' lands. Yeah, you better run. Boat-wise, right, I meant for you to... No Portuguese around. Might as well stay with the fleet then. And here we are crunching. Yes. Let's take Cebufornia back. Let's have you land on the Cocos Island here. And yeah, you can just hang out. It's all fine. Just waiting for those Spanish to reappear. Also, there are colors here. I see. Bavarian troops. How did you make it here? I mean, I guess I'm gonna crush this Spaniard because I can. And this Spaniard. Everlasting friendship. New heir, who is terrible. Didn't we already disinherit an heir? I feel like I disinherited an heir last heir. an air last episode, yeah. Bavaria's taking that over. It's not a big issue. I think we can just let them do that and just start taking Spanish land. Noble influences are down, so we can probably give them some land back. All this rebellion for a couple of months. Any high autonomy land that is noble-like. I mean, they are above their percentage of land that they want, right? So we can just let them tick up naturally. It's fine. Can be unhappy for a bit. Although we have those rebels, potentially Cebuan noble rebels. To be careful of that. How many provinces are we talking about? Just Sulu and Tulambengbang in 53 years. So for now, it's all fine. Okay, they threw out my transports, of course. I mean, I could just go pick up you. Send my heavy fleet to protect them. Try to meet them in the middle in case those Portuguese show up again. Campaign against syncretism. We gain tolerance of true faith and loyalty and influence on the Brahmins, which is fine. Or bonus missionary strength and loss. No. Let's gain the bonus. And tolerance of true faith is just unrest reduction. All provinces of our faith, which is good. Obviously. We occupy Cocos Island. We are attacking you guys in Highlands. Do you want to do this? I have the numbers. Should be fine. Famous last words. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Did I pick an idiotic fight? Yes, because they have 66,000 backup. And I don't know that we have anywhere to flee. 68,000 even. Because of this. I don't know if we can flee to allied land or land that we have access through. Are we gonna fight this? How are we doing here? We have the morale advantage, tactics advantage, we have the worst leader and a land disadvantage. Yeah, I mean, okay, we are losing this, right? Or are we? Let's go down in speed a bit here. Be a bit careful. And once we get cannons in the front row, I'm gonna try to run. Oh yeah, we're losing, definitely losing. Our morale is low. Let's try to run as far as we can. It seems we can run quite far, so we should be recovering a lot of morale while we run and hopefully be fine. And by then I may just have my additional troops there. I'm transporting how many troops? I have 6 war galleons here. Let's bring them to the other galleons. Can transport 52 troops. So let's bring a bunch more of you. And yes, I'm lazy to do math. I'm just splitting in half and seeing what's happening. Spanish Colombia. So these guys are back. It wasn't even the Spanish. It was just like fake Spanish. Let's try to catch them. And what are you? 4 Portuguese boats. I'm not afraid of you. What are you? You are the Bavarians, and you are my army that's running. It's all good-ish. 52. So we need 2 more. So that's probably going to be frontline troops. Just give me 2 more infantry. Send them here. Yep, they got Damietta, I get it. And I don't know if this chase makes any sense. Probably doesn't. What probably does make sense is to grab another general and see if we can get a good one. Recruit a general. 5-2-1. As opposed to this 2-1-6-2. Right now I want the maneuver, but I may switch before combat. Maybe. Potentially. Possibly. Could take all the tech in the world. I'm also almost capped on admin again, so let's spend that. I do not have an idea group open, right? No. Spent my admin on some development in some cheap place. Like here. good with it. That's a lot of Spanish. I mean, it's not like the Ming case where I really underestimated their power, but I also kind of underestimated their power here. Did I fail my math? Did this not become 52, or did I just not merge? No, I just failed my math. Okay. Come on, get on board. Get going. Get going. There we go. On board. Over here. And yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. Conversion done. Cork bottle stoppers. Price of wine and glass changing. Wine and glass. Convert you. Get rid of some Sunni. And what else? Well, you're taking a million attrition here, so I'd rather have you run here. But we're gonna have to continue this war in the next episode because we are at the end of time already. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing here, why don't you hit those like and subscribe buttons? And if you have anything to say, anything to comment on, any way to complain about my, well, lack of judgment, maybe declaring this war, why don't you do that down there in the comments? Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.